everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. The last episode had us starting the trial. We are defending Iris and it's interesting because we're Edgeworth. And he arranged for the other judge from the last case, from the one from Mia many years ago, the Canadian judge. Eh? So we have that judge, and then for our prosecutor, we have none other than my darling Franziska von Karma. So I'm very happy to see her, and she seems pretty pleased to be going up against Edgeworth, so that's good. So let's continue on. Okay, is this testimony important? I'm gonna say it is. You never know what you might get out of it if you say yes. This may initially appear to put me at a disadvantage, but I can't see any other leads at the moment. Your Honor, I would like these new statements to be added to the testimony. Huh. Myers Edgeworth. If you want to hang yourself, you need only to ask. I'll gladly lend you my whip. Oh, okay. Franziska, please. Witness, add that statement to your testimony. No problem. Okay. Now that you mention it, Iris didn't have her hood on. Is that the only thing she added? I don't remember. Oh, crap. That's the one I pressed, so that's all she says. Miss Elise was staying in the corner room, which faces out onto the courtyard. Stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window. I don't remember that. My memory's not that good right now. After she was pushed out of her. What do we have? I don't... Note to Iris. Do we even have an autopsy report? Oh, is that it? Okay, loss of blood from stab in back. Body fell 10 feet after death. Wait, what? Hold on. There we go. I thought the hood thing was where we were going, but that was it. Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say, anyway. Oh, please do. My brain is something else, especially in winter. However, I think you are overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report? The autopsy report. The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed. Ah! That's right. It says after death right here. The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall? Ah! Okay. Order! The victim was killed and then fell. If that is the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room, don't you agree? That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room, and she was then thrown out of her window down into the courtyard below. Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Donim's room? She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a blood stain, wouldn't you agree? Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood? Whoa! I'll take that as a no. No traces of blood were found in the victim's room. Your whip has just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard. Oh my god. However, If there was no blood in the room, then you're... What the... Let the man finish speaking. I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this, as I'm sure your honor is well aware of when a stab wound produces the most blood. When it produces the most blood? Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed. Indeed, with the weapon still in place, it acts like a lid on the wound. That's true. With the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding. A perfectly reasonable line of thinking. We have come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place. This removes all of the contradictions. That seems ridiculous to me still, though. I don't know, man. Order! 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 I must admit that this is a probable version of events. I'd expect no less from Franziska von Karma. She locates and takes control of every vital point. It seems that we need a clearer testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the truth, please. Witness, please! Remain standing on the crate! Why would she get down from there? Don't go selling me short now! The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape, especially my back and my mood. Sister, please give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are finished here. Oh, never thought she would do that. Even Edgeworth is like, with the whip. That's funny. Oh boy. All right, all right. Girl, you don't know what you're asking for. What is Franziska gonna do? Unless she has a soft spot for old ladies, I don't know. Further details. When I looked across at the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I awoke, Mystic Army was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back. This all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory. Von Karma strike for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Myers Edgeworth. Perfection is an impossibility, Franziska von Karma. And I'm here to teach you just that. You were the one saying to her, stop saying everybody's full name, and yet you do the same thing. What the heck? Okay, when you looked across the scene, the sword was already in place. Okay, so you didn't actually see her stab her. I've seen so much blood before. Wait a second. We just talked about that. So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood? That's right. Some of it had splattered onto Iris too. When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, and her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner. Whoa, that's kind of strange. It's almost like she was just waiting to be arrested. She didn't even try to cover it up or anything? What? Her clothes were blood-flecked as well. That seems quite conclusive to me. What should I do? Press this point further? I think so. Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw little bleeding when the victim was stabbed, but now you say you saw the victim bleeding. Well, I say that what I saw is what I saw.
What did you see?
Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her, plain as day. Ah, you didn't say that before.
Pulling the sword out?
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling, it was more like it came out.
Witness, you will add this statement to your testimony.
Oh, was that important? Yes.
More important than you can imagine.
Thank goodness we pressed further. I saw the instant in which the blade, plunged into the hilt, was smoothly drawn out. Wait. Plunged into the hilt? Hold on a sec. Does this look like it's completely covered in blood? I don't think so.
Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least, I'd like to think so, but there are too many contradictions here.
What do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. Looks just... his good looks, let him get away with everything, don't they? What contradictions are you talking about?
In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, the weapon was thrust up to its hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities. What do you mean? Please explain you. Ugh!
Explain yourself.
To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that.
Objection! Doesn't appear? What meaningless dribble. I, too, may appear to be weak and frail. But I can crush men under my heel and make them weep, should I so choose.
The objection stands! I know, because I've been crying.
Yep, I knew it.
I wept a little back there, I must admit. That isn't the only issue here. If the sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at all the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly.
That's...
We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in a body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop from bleeding.
That's nothing more than conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with the shitishito. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly and may still sometimes stop the blood loss.
Oh dear. I'm not finished. There is still one more conclusive contradiction. You've still got more? This one is simple. If this sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it?
Ah, there you go. He got you good, girl.
If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword.
No! Yes.
Order! Ugh!
Bravo, Miles Edgeworth. Raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could maybe manage one, if that.
Even Phoenix is like subpar compared to you, Edgeworth. Edgeworth should become an attorney. But what does this all mean? You have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but having come this far, there can only be one answer.
And that is?
The weapon used to kill the victim was not the Shichishito. What?
A foolishly foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy foolish fool.
Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think this sword was the murder weapon?
Well, it's because Mr. Gami was holding it.
Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That is what influenced us. It influenced us to believe that Shichishito was the murder weapon.
Alright.
Order! 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 Ugh, stop whipping me, damn it!
So, maybe the Shichishito was not the murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object.
That's true. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth. If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises. The obvious question? Yes, namely, where did the real where did the real murder weapon disappear to? It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if a sword-like object was found.
That's...
Answer the question, Miss Von Karma.
No evidence of that kind was found.
Uh-huh.
Another mystery to throw onto the pile. A trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast.
Excuse me, could I say something? I just remembered something, actually.
What is it, sister?
I was just thinking, it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was... it was just over there.
What exactly are you going on about here?
The murder weapon, I mean. Maybe. I think I might know where the sword was disposed of.
You what?
Well then. I think we need to hear testimony from you one more time, sister.
Impossible. What else? What else could this old woman have seen?
Aw, man. We thought we had it right there, you know? Location of the weapon.
I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. and after asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there, I saw tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out? Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all.
What the? Whoa. Whew, what voice was I gonna do there?
Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time.
Well, I'm not in the best of shape, what with my back and my age, you know.
You're not that old. Quite. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate. Here is a photograph.
Okay.
A snowmobile, eh? I see. Well, it certainly is an interesting theory.
It's so weird, though. It doesn't make any sense to throw away only the weapon and just leave the body there. Okay, whatever. The tracks begin in front of Hazakura Temple. and run all the way to Dusky Bridge. Okay. That solves your pesky little problem, yes? The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter, making it the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon.
Did she really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon? Mr. Edgeworth, your cross-examination, please.
Okay, let's see. Saw the murder. I don't know. Saw tracks. Tracks indicate. Okay, let's press on this.
As I recall, there was a snowmobile outside the main gate when I visited.
That's it! That's the only one we have! It'll run no matter how much snow falls.
Now, you're certain the snowmobile was there at the main gate when you arrived?
Yes, of course! It was parked in front of the gate.
So, she had already gone, discarded the murder weapon, and returned by that time.
I'm not sure if this is really relevant. What should I do?
Let's press further.
I need answers to every possible doubt. The snowmobile in question, was it still warm at that time?
Huh? Huh? What do you mean?
Wait, why did it repeat?
What? What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean, eh?
What do you mean, Myers Edgeworth?
What the?
I'm playing to a slow crowd here.
Apparently.
It goes without saying that using a snowmobile will heat its engine. If it was still warm, then it means it was recently used.
Ah, I see. I never thought of that.
That's right. I've overlooked that too.
Of course you did.
Then answer the question, please, witness.
I don't often go around touching hot engines. However, now that you mention it, there wasn't any snow on it.
Snow?
Yes, for some reason, only the snowmobile wasn't covered in snow.
There wasn't any snow on it. Curses! It seems highly likely that the killer did use the snowmobile then, eh?
How long does it take to get to Dusky Bridge by snowmobile? Okay, she's at 15 minutes. Less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw, came back while they were knocked out. Maybe it is this one. I don't know.
In that case, why didn't you use it yourself? You could have spared yourself some walking.
Oh, there's a reason for that. Have we got a moment for me to explain?
I think that's why the question was asked in the first place.
It was about a month ago. I was driving my beloved little snowmobile, happy as can be. I'd fetched some water and was heading back when I went and crashed into a tree. The tree and my back both went crunch, just like that. Crunch!
Oh, so that's why her back is so bad.
Crunch.
I haven't been able to find the courage to write anything since then. Anyway, the killer must have used it.
Oh, I thought something relevant would happen. Iris could have done this. She can drive. Okay, let's just press this one then.
Refresh our memory. How long were you knocked out for?
Like I said, somewhere between 10 to 20 minutes.
It's possible to get to the bridge and back in 10 minutes using the snowmobile.
I have to concede that is more than enough time.
Is that all you wish to concede, Mr. Oh, Mr. What? What? Myers Edgeworth. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna keep pressing, I guess. What am I missing?
While it would have been possible time-wise, one element remains out of place here. Oh, and what would this mystery element be? The killer's reasoning, Your Honor. Why did the killer do all of this?
Exactly.
Why go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon when there are other methods?
Too many unanswered questions. Your response, Miss Von Korba.
Ugh! Turning to me for help over the slightest thing. Why don't you think for yourself once in a while, Your Honor?
What?
She's as over the top as always.
Anyway, whatever the reason, the fact remains that the defendant could have done this. The murder weapon was disposed of in the river. Another point to me, Miles Edgeworth.
Another mystery to feed the fire. Was there any reason to go and throw away the murder weapon? Luckily, there is surely a problem with his testimony, and all I have to do is start poking holes in this flawed account.
Okay, so I'm right to keep pressing then. But... what am I missing? I guess I just gotta start pressing from the beginning. Dag nabbit, I hate those.
You are sure about the time?
Yes, I was worried about it after all.
Why was that?
Because I have a strong sense of responsibility, especially at this time of year. The acolyte was being doused in freezing water at the time. I couldn't very well take it easy in the bath all night now, could I? So at 11, I decided to leave Hazakura Temple.
Her estimation of the time seems reliable at least.
Please continue, sister. Okay, I guess I gotta press this too then. Dang it.
You asked Phoenix Wright to report the crime, correct?
Right, the one who trampled me.
It seems she is the type to hold a grudge.
There isn't a phone in the main hall, so I sent him to the bridge.
Phoenix Wright. He didn't even have his cell phone on him.
He had forgotten it at home, apparently.
What a naive boy, as always. Not only do I always carry my phone, but I always have my whip in hand too.
Anyway, I was really scared, and it was taking him a while to get back, so I thought I'd go out by the main gate for a spell.
Maybe this one. I'm gonna try this one. I'm not sure. Damn it, wrong one. I thought... No. No. Playing mind games. Edgeworth, please. Which one is it? Dang it. Oh, he is yet to adjust to being on this side of the courtroom. That doesn't make sense. Okay, you know what? I'm stuck. Wow. I think it's just because I have knowledge already about the game and I'm just getting confused about when I'm supposed to present it or I'm overthinking it. I don't know. Anyway, we will continue this in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this and until next time, have a nice day. Bye!